starting this video and I got interrupted by a phone call, and it pisses me off because it always interrupts the flow that I'm in, and it's making me re-drop into the flow. But it's actually a really good example of what's happening in reality right now, where life is affording us this opportunity to drop into a new frequency, to find out who our authentic self is, to jive with that, to create something new in our life. And then something just tries to come in and shut that down. In this case, phone calls, which are from nobody that I know. There's more spam calls than ever. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's making me never want to have phone coming through. Like, if you want to talk to me, send me a text message or send me an email. Even emails are getting ridiculous. Like, text me. And the phone is getting ridiculous. Like, I'd rather use another app rather than any of these phone companies. So can we have just a texting company pop in? Because I'm really not interested anymore in being able to receive phone calls, regular phone calls. There's few and far between. But this is just an example that I'm bitching about from reality and what is going on. Like, there is an amping up of a certain reality that is somebody else's idea of what your reality ought to look like. And you know, I was watching the Leo King yesterday on Instagram, and I'm totally jiving with that man. So if you're not following him, check him out. But it's true that it's time for us to create our own little reality, our own, or big reality, but our own reality that is less and less dependent on a structure, and finally not dependent at all on a structure that is not giving us what we want, that is giving us a different packaged and sold version of reality that is actually a disruption to our authenticity. And we don't have to succumb and align with any forces that are not uplifting to our soul and uplifting to our truth and our authenticity and our God self. You know, because the realities out there have been created by some other humans, not you. And whatever you're participating in, whatever creation you're saying yes to, is the one that's perpetuating more in your life. But as we're seeing, a lot of structures aren't making it. They're crumbling, they're shifting, the rug's been pulled out from under them. The illusion is dropping. I don't know about you, but I've seen so many dragonflies lately, tons and tons of them. And those are the illusion shatterers, right? Those are the ones, like, you know, opening the gateways through reality and allowing us to see through the veils. It's at least a symbolic representation of what's going on. But so how do we combat this? How do we tune in? How do we start shedding the old? First of all, getting out in nature in the morning is a really great time and place to attune with the rhythms of Gaia. And Gaia is upgrading her frequency on a regular basis. So the more that we can be in that vibe with Gaia and, you know, stay in that vibe and receive the different things that come into our reality holding that frequency, and beginning to notice how certain things in reality may want to throw us off, may want to take us back to an old reality. And it's up to us to notice. You can notice it in your heart field, right? You can notice a pressure in your heart when an old reality is trying to come back in and assert itself on you. And this is where we are becoming stronger in our sovereignty. We are learning what it means and looks like to hold true to who we are, and saying no or no thank you, or I'm going over here, to the other reality that wants to creep in. So if you can take a deep breath into the present moment with me. when we do that, when we get present with our breath, we actually invite our auric field to expand, and we just kind of push back away all those other, encroaching realities for a moment, and just feel into your own body, like what your body is up to, what frequencies it's putting out, what's your heartbeat like. And then from this place, we can expand the auric field, we can send out a love frequency, we can open up and make ours the dominant reality in our field, right? Rather than be pressed in on, we can extend out into, and we can send love, and we can send harmony, and we can reconfigure the reality collectively, all of us together. So an interesting thing just happened. Some city car just pulled up in front of my house. I'm not sure what it's for. My sister has a massage business out of here, so it may have been checking on those things, but still, it was perfectly in alignment with what I was just saying. So this other reality comes pushing in like it's the most important one. It's going to come in and disturb the morning. But I'm sitting out here on the front porch doing my love session with y'all. And I did what I just walked you through and expanded my field out and sent love, and that car just drove away. And I had a feeling they were going to wait for a chance to walk up here. But it's a good reminder that we are creating our reality. And all the places where we're wondering if we're creating our reality is where the old reality creeps in and says, oh, hey, I'm right here. And I'm still going to take that spot. And we can come back to center, to 0 point within us, and decide what is our creation. What are we creating? What is being pushed out and into? What kind of world are you wanting to live in? What kind of feeling are you wanting to have on a daily basis? And that's not a feeling to have sometime in the future. That's a feeling to have now and today and all day. And to find a way to generate the feeling you want to be having, and everything that is combating that, you just invite that energy to push away. So it's a beautiful time on planet Earth to remember your mastery, to step into your mastery, because the other option is servitude, right? And not necessarily in a positive way. There's a lot of energies that would like you to serve it in a way that degrades your soul or reduces your ability to be free and authentic, right? There's a lot of that energy pushing in on all of us right now. And so it's a very important time to activate our self-mastery and to attune with our spiritual nature and to know our capacity to create and co-create together, that we are strong in numbers, that our heart's desire is potent, and to recognize that the universal energies, the planetary energies, life force energy, the earth is all in harmony with us, all in harmony with love and truth and authenticity and our soul mission. So we are backed up by all the forces of the universe, save some humans that are not knowing how to create in that way, feeling they must take away from others in order to be big. And that's actually not true at all. We can all be sovereign and powerful and creating the life that we desire without infringing on the rights of other people. So, together we can breathe that into our heart space. Exhale, expanded love into our fields, into the environment around us. Breathe breathe in again. Earth connection, harmony with Gaia, with the animal kingdoms, plant kingdoms, with Source, God. And extend that love out into your sphere. A reminder of the most powerful forces in the universe, which are not control and governments, which are love and interconnectedness and sovereignty. Okay, I hope you have a most beautiful and powerful day, connecting with you wherever you are so that we can feel our togetherness no matter how far apart we are. May all the ones meant to find one another at this time, to activate this potential, may we find each other.